midst of the cacophony of our modern society, there exists an enduring wisdom waiting to be uncovered within the teachings of Stoicism, the profound art of cherishing sacred silence. Embark with us on a profound exploration of the Stoic approach to navigating life's most intimate aspects. As we embark on this journey towards inner fortitude and discretion, you will unveil the 10 sacred truths that the Stoics guarded closely, understanding why they deem these secrets invaluable. In a world where the inclination towards oversharing prevails, the Stoics distinguish themselves by embracing the potency of silence. Let us delve deeply into their teachings, unveiling the significance of safeguarding these 10 truths. Through embracing these principles, discover how cultivating this silent wisdom can cultivate a life characterized by unwavering strength and genuine authenticity. Number 1, your deepest fears. Imagine the burden of your darkest fears laid bare for all to see. The Stoics recognize that divulging these fears to the world could erode your inner strength and resolve. Sharing your deepest fears externally risks weakening your inner fortitude. While confessing fears may momentarily offer relief, it can also undermine your determination to confront and conquer them. True strength, according to the Stoics, arose from facing these fears head-on in the solitude of your thoughts, avoiding the need for external validation or solace. Revealing your fears opens the door to external influences. Well-intentioned advice or encouragement may pour in, but it can also inadvertently sow seeds of doubt or anxiety. The Stoics prized self-reliance and believed that the path to conquering fear demanded a steadfast commitment to personal growth, your loftiest free from outside interference. Imagine unveiling your grandest dreams to a world often quick to dismiss or criticize. The Stoics' approach set them apart. They believed in fostering these aspirations in silence, nurturing them with unwavering determination and allowing actions, not words, to declare their intent. The Stoics, recognizing the potency of silence, understood that prematurely disclosing your loftiest ambitions could subject them to skepticism, doubt, or even ridicule. Instead, they advocated quietly nurturing these ambitions, likening it to tending a seedling beneath the soil's surface, allowing them to grow and fortify away from the scrutinizing gaze of others. Stoicism champions the principle that actions carry greater weight than words. Rather than proclaiming their intentions to the world, the Stoics concentrated on deliberate, purposeful actions toward their objectives. They believed that consistent, resolute effort not only showcased their commitment, but also left a more substantial impact than mere rhetoric. Number 3, your financial status. Diving into the Stoic perspective on safeguarding your financial status. Picture this scenario. You confront the temptation to disclose your financial situation, whether it involves flaunting affluence or seeking empathy for financial hardships. Yet the Stoics adhere to a different philosophy. Central to Stoicism is the virtue of discretion. The Stoics comprehended that openly discussing your financial status could breed envy, judgment, or even exploitation at the hands of others. Instead, they endorsed discretion, preserving the privacy of their financial affairs. The Stoics advocated for focusing on gradual wealth accumulation through disciplined, principled conduct. They didn't feel compelled to showcase their affluence continually or incessantly seek external validation. Instead, they allowed their persistent efforts and financial achievements to communicate personal concepts. Imagine a scenario where you feel compelled to disclose your personal disputes or conflicts to others, seeking validation, empathy, or even intervention. However, the Stoics offered an alternative perspective. Stoicism underscores the significance of self-reliance and individual accountability. The Stoics believed that sharing personal conflicts with the world could erode self-reliance and disrupt the process of independently resolving conflicts. Stoicism encourages the pursuit of resolutions to conflicts through calm and rational means. The Stoics placed faith in constructive dialogue and the discovery of solutions without the necessity of publicly airing grievances. This approach fostered more profound and enduring resolutions. Publicizing personal conflicts often results in escalation, with emotions and external opinions becoming entangled. The Stoics understood that this could impede the resolution process and, at times, exacerbate the issues. Number 5, acts of kindness. Visualize a scenario where your altruistic deeds are loudly celebrated for all to hear. Now contrast that with the Stoic approach. Stoicism is deeply rooted in the virtue of selflessness. The Stoics believed that authentic acts of kindness should spring from a genuine desire to assist others, devoid of any hunger for acknowledgement or praise. The Stoics practice acts of kindness anonymously, extending help to those in need without seeking recognition or applause. They comprehended that the genuine virtue of their actions lay in the selfless essence of the act itself. Proclaiming acts of kindness can sometimes fuel vanity and a craving for validation. The Stoics acknowledged that pursuing validation for one's benevolent deeds could tarnish the purity of the intent behind those deeds. Number 6, family quarrels. Imagine airing your family's grievances openly, inviting scrutiny and judgment from the world. Stoicism acknowledges that family conflicts are a natural part of life, but it also recognizes the paramount importance of preserving harmony within the family unit. Openly discussing these conflicts with outsiders can sometimes worsen the situation and strain relationships even further. This can also lead to unnecessary drama and escalate the situation. Stoics believe that addressing these issues privately allowed for a more rational and productive resolution, devoid of external influences. When Stoics encountered family quarrels, their approach was solution-oriented. They aimed to find common ground, mediate disputes, and work towards reconciliation, rather than indulging in public airing of grievances. Imagine openly sharing your spiritual or philosophical beliefs, laying them bare for scrutiny and judgment. Stoicism recognized that one's spiritual or philosophical beliefs were deeply personal and often the foundation of their character. They believed that these convictions should guide one's actions and choices. Openly discussing your spiritual or philosophical beliefs can invite scrutiny, criticism, or even conflict from those who hold differing views. Stoics acknowledged that such conflicts could be emotionally draining and divert attention from their inner journey toward virtue. Stoics embraced humility and open-mindedness, recognizing that their understanding of spirituality or philosophy might evolve over time. They refrained from dogmatic declarations, remaining receptive to new insights and perspectives. Respecting the diversity of spiritual and philosophical journeys, Stoics understood that each person's path was unique, devoid of a one-size-fits-all approach. By keeping their beliefs private, they avoided imposing their views on others. Number 8, personal sacrifices. Imagine vividly detailing your sacrifices, seeking validation or admiration from the world. To the Stoics, personal sacrifices held inherent worth. They believed in the significance of making sacrifices, whether for self-improvement or the greater good. The very act of sacrifice was regarded as virtuous and purposeful. Stoics embraced humility and discovered gratification in the knowledge that their sacrifices were made with honor and virtue. They sought no external praise, but rather internal contentment, knowing they had done what they deemed right. Imagine laying bare your innermost struggles for the world to witness, exposing your vulnerabilities to potential exploitation or misunderstanding. Stoicism acknowledges the inevitability of inner struggles and the intricate challenges that life often presents. These battles may encompass emotional turmoil, moral dilemmas, or the conflicts of the human soul. Stoics recognized that these internal conflicts were an inherent facet of the human experience. Rather than exposing their inner turmoil to external judgment, Stoics embarked on a journey of self-discovery from within. They engaged in profound self-reflection and introspection, delving deep into the labyrinthine corridors of their psyche to discern the origins of their struggles. This inward odyssey afforded them insights and pathways to solutions. They harbored a wariness of seeking pity or sympathy from others. They understood that publicizing their inner turmoil might lead to well-intentioned but ultimately ineffectual expressions of compassion. Stoics opted to seek solutions independently while preserving their dignity. Number 10, moments of pride. Picture this: the temptation to openly flaunt your achievements, potentially driving a wedge between you and others. Stoicism places humility on a pedestal as a cardinal virtue. Stoics were acutely aware that excessive pride or hubris could corrode one's character. They believed that true wisdom involved acknowledging the fleeting nature of external accomplishments. But they did not shun the recognition of these accomplishments. Instead, they did so with a sense of modesty. They understood that these triumphs were ephemeral, serving as inspiration in their continued pursuit of virtue. Flaunting one's achievements often kindles vanity and a ravenous appetite for external validation. Stoics viewed this as a potential pitfall, one that could divert them from their inner journey of self-improvement. As we bring our exploration of the Stoic practice of cherishing sacred silence to a close, it's vital to understand that discretion isn't synonymous with secrecy. Rather, it's a means of fostering inner fortitude and genuineness. By safeguarding these 10 facets of your life, you embody the Stoic principles of resilience and sagacity. Embrace Stoicism, and you'll come to realize that genuine strength isn't found in what you disclose to the world, but in what you cherish as sacred within your own being.